Hey everybody, it's Mike from Get Your Rock Out. I'm here in Manchester with Hell to Pay, who have just blown away the brand new Sixes Club. Well, not that brand new, because you guys have played it before, haven't you?
Not as Sixes, but we have a couple of various guys. There's Brick House HD. You're just showing our age here, mate. No, we've had fun here in the past. We've got a really good night tonight as well. So
what do you think of the club in its latest incarnation?
You've been in there. It's fucking great. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's packed in there. You can't ask for much more than that. No, good cheese. Lots of big dogs and
Alright, well let's talk about 2014 then. I think 2013 you guys established yourselves as possibly one of the best live bands in the country for people to go and see. That's my opinion anyway, I don't know about anyone else.
We appreciate it, we don't necessarily agree with it, but we appreciate it. This is why we keep getting you back to gigs. Yeah, you're always welcome until you start trying to be funny.
Well, my question is this. I keep telling people Hell to Pay are awesome. I keep writing it in the reviews. Go and check these guys out. I reviewed the album. It was fucking amazing. What I want to know is, what are you guys doing in 2014 to get yourselves to that state where everyone knows that these are the guys to go and watch?
I really can't tell you that yet.
Do you know what? I knew you were going to say that as well.
It is going to be as many gigs as we can get, really. That's what happens in between interviews, you know, when someone just like sitting way through. You've got to, like... Anyway, we're working pretty hard at home. I've got lots of stuff going on that I will be able to tell you about. And don't worry, you will be first, Michael, don't worry. But at this moment in time, I can't really tell you too much, but we're going to have a good year this year. Yeah, well, I mean, one thing we can, there's already out there, Hard Rock LAOR 2 Festival in March in the Delhi. We're opening that. A few fantastic bands that I grew up with. Tiger Tails, stuff like that. I'll play UFO with anymore. Yeah, that's going to be an absolute highlight. That's going to be kick-ass. So if you're there for the weekend, it will be a good weekend.
I know we Get Your Rock Out. I'll be there to cover that in extensive. Very good. I want to talk about the album. I want to talk about Judgment Day. It took a while for it to come out. When it came out, blew me away. I think it blew just about everyone else away who listened to it. I want to talk about the making of that album. How, like, when did you first start? First of all, you had your EP, and then when did you make the decision to make the album?
We've always wanted to do it. Obviously, everyone wants to do an album. It's a bit different now because albums don't seem to be really worth what they were back in the day. But I mean, we did the Tunnel Rise EP, which was 4 tracks, and then immediately we started working on other stuff to go with it. So at the end of 2012, we were working on songs to go in the studio at the start of January. Didn't have a lot of time this year, but we tried to make the most of it. To be honest, everything wasn't finished when we went in there, but I think we made the best of it whilst we were there. You know, I mean, it's nice that there's a bit of spontaneity involved in actually writing and recording an album. And then it took a long time for us to be happy enough with it for everybody else to hear it, basically. You're always your own worst critic of things, and that, hopefully we do a good job with it. Yeah, hopefully. As long as you enjoyed it, we're happy.
Judgment Day, this title track, was the decision always made to have that be the focal point of the album, or did it just kind of happen organically?
It's a really fitting title track for where we were at the point. It seemed to fit with. We've worked pretty hard, we've been around long enough, and it felt like this is what we're doing. You know, I mean, we wrote the track, and it just seemed to fit with everything we had going on at the time more than anything. And thematically, a lot of the other stuff fits in with it really nicely. I mean, once you've got that track, everything else kind of built around it and stuff, so I think that's what we've done with it all.
You guys, you add a lot of covers into your set nowadays. You've covered a lot of good songs. I mean, Dan can sing just about anything, it seems. Yeah. What made you decide to put a Deep Purple cover on the album, Hidden Track?
Well, it's one we've played live for quite a while. It goes down really well whenever we play it. Because people aren't used to hearing it. I mean, the whole Coverdale, Glenn Hughes, Blackmore era of Purple was probably our favourite combined and stuff. And we've always just loved playing it, and we thought that it was one of those songs that we could make a little bit heavier and take the studio and a little bit of modern production, but hopefully we could do it justice. And as you said, Dan could pretty much sing anything. I mean, it wasn't easy, but we tried.
Now, I'm always curious about a band who have just released their album and they, touring it out, doing it extensively. Do you guys do you come up with new stuff like on the fly and you just think, oh, we got to write this down, or do you make time to try and think, all right, we're going to write new stuff today?
I think we're all individually working on things all the time. What can I say? I've got enough gear at home so I can sit down down and make a little demo at home. I've got electronic drum kit and things like that, so I can just call Tom and say, I've got a riff, come down and play on it. I mean, I know you spend enough time messing around with different bits and pieces. Not all of it's necessarily held to pay stuff. I mean, I write a lot of random stuff, I play a lot of different things as well, but there are obviously tracks that end up being held to play tracks and stuff, so the other stuff will be released on like a bonus edition album one day, I suppose.
Now, I was talking off camera to you, Stu, about how you came into the band, and I think it's a good story, and I want to hear it. Dario was giving me the evil eye here, but tell everyone how you came to be in this group.
Well, I mean, I met the guys a couple of years back when they did the Hard Rock Calling, so Battle of the Bands for Hard Rock Cafe. That was a great guy. I'd heard about them before. I'd already met Dan previously.
Another Mic Night?
It was a karaoke.
Neither of you won.
It was rock karaoke.
I remember that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd heard of the band before.
I'm sorry, sure we got left in the shit.
Yeah, I knew the manager at the time. Yeah, they were doing the Time to Rise. Had just been recorded and just about to do the tour, and the bass player decided he was going to get married and disappeared off. So luckily I'd met the guys before and they'd seen me play and I knew the manager. So basically I got a phone call saying basically, will you help out? So I was like, yeah, no problem.
2 weeks.
With about 2 weeks notice.
You know, right?
I managed just about.
Yeah, I think so.
And yeah, so I kind of came in. The idea was that I would just kind of fill in for the tour, and then they've just not let me leave yet.
Yeah.
You know, we did the tour, and it's like, okay, right, dude, we're doing it now. Are we? Oh, okay then. So yeah, that was went in, did the album, and then gigs just kept coming. So eventually, it was a matter of, yeah, okay, I'm now the official bass player. So.
And that served you pretty well, let's be honest, you've done alright.
We've done good.
We've done alright.
I'll say, just from seeing you guys on stage, I mean, I can't picture Hell to Pay as anything other than the four of you. So I think it works pretty well, to be fair.
That's because they don't let me near the microphone between songs.
Yeah. No, it's funny because the bass player, you know how Spinal Tap had maybe 39 drums or something ridiculous like that. I think if you include me and Dan in bass players, we probably had about 8 or 9 bass players today. So we're working on it, we're trying.
Look, they've not exploded yet.
Not yet. Again.
I'm working on it.
Alright, well, we could probably wrap this up, I think. Do you have a message right into the camera for all our readers that Get Your Rock Out?
All yours, man. Take it.
Thank you very much for listening, B, reading any reviews you've done or anybody else to Get Your Rock Out. If you bought the album, listen to it, anything like that, thank you very much. Come and see us if you haven't, because you really should, because Michael thinks we're pretty good, so that's alright. And that's pretty much it, man.
Basically covers it.
Thank you very much for listening to us.
Sweet, I second that. Go and see them live because they're amazing. Thank you guys very much, and I will see you around.